reply, please. Everyone, please reply. Last time we have gone through prepared statement. If you are having any issue, ask me the query now. Everyone. We did prepared statement crude operation. Anyone having doubt or query in that concept? Yes or no? Reply yes or no. Last time's prepared statement. Everybody clear with that? If you are not clear, at least write no. Okay. Shivanand is saying clear. I hope it is the answer of everyone. If it is the answer of everybody, just let us go ahead and learn the new concept. Today we are going to focus on the stored procedure. We will be learning how to create a stored procedure. Okay. So for that we required program number 4, which says write a JDBC application which will interact with the database and perform the following task. Create a stored procedure which will insert one record into employee table and create a procedure which will retrieve the salary of a given employee ID. The task 3 said write a Java application which will call the above procedure and display appropriate information on the screen. So this is what we are going to do now. Okay. So for that, first of all, you need to create a stored procedure. Okay. How to create the stored procedure? You can create the stored procedure inside your database. Okay. We are using the stored procedure creation in the database just to give access to all the users the pre-executed and pre-compiled database code, right? So we can create a store procedure and store function. We have already discussed this in detail during the theory session. Today, we are going to create a procedure in MySQL database. Let us suppose we are creating a procedure named as my procedure. We will call it using the method prepare call, which is belonging to connection interface. We can write a connection interface object con and we can call it. Okay. This will return us an object of callable statement. We will create an object and with the help of execute method, we will execute stored procedure in our Java code. So first of all, let us understand how to create a stored procedure. So you can go either with XAMPP or you can go with WAMP, right? Or you can go with the WAMP and you can create the procedure, stored procedure in your system. So if you have installed, do it parallelly with me. Everybody open your WAMP or XAMPP, right? Right now I am working with WAMP and then click on PHP my admin. Which will take you to your database. Once you are there in your database, you need to create a stored procedure. Ankit is working here in the system. Yeah. So my WAMP is opening. Ankit, is there installed there? Okay, so it's asking me username. My username is root and there is no password. So I'm logged into my data server. I'm logged into my data server with the username and password. Okay. And there I have already created a database which is named as MU. Okay. This time we want an employee table. You can look at here. It says create an employee table and you have to retrieve the salary. So we require a salary, employee ID and employee name, 3 tables. So everyone do that in your system. Do that. You can see here MU is my database. As well, I have MEFGI also as a database. So I'll be creating a stored procedures inside the database. I have a database MU. Inside I have employee table. If I browse it, I have 2 records in it, right? You can see one Tarub Lodge salary 3,000, 2 Mary Kepi having the salary 6,000. So we have 2 things over here. We have employee ID, first name, last name and salary. Now I can create a stored procedure by clicking on by clicking on the database name. Fine. You can click here on the database name and then you can create a procedure by going to the more, click on routines. Go to the more, click on routines. Okay. And from there, you have to click on add a new routine. So this will create a new routine for you. You can give a name. Let us say we are giving name get salary. It's a stored procedure because it does the logical thing, not a function. It's a procedure. What you want to do is you want to write a select query where you want to select a salary from the employee table, right? Where you can say employee ID is equal to whatever ID you are entering, right? Now, if this is the query, I want salary as an output variable and employee ID as an input variable, right? So what we can do is we can write the code between begin and end, right? First, give the routine name, select the type, whether it's a procedure or function, then select the input variable. The input over here is variable EID, fine, which is an integer type. So here we can say where EID is equal to variable underscore EID. It means whatever user enters, fine. Now we have salary and that we want to save as an output variable. So we'll click one more parameter. We'll select the type out. We'll give the name where underscore salary. So whatever is the selected column, we will give into. We'll give into where underscore cell. Okay. Click on go. It will create the procedure. Right, you can see it has created get salary in your database. You can execute it here for testing purpose. It is asking me ID. I'm entering 1. I click on go and just a second. Let me check the database table. So this is my structure. I have salary, ID and first name, last name. So let me check whether I have given that. the procedures, check out get salary. We have given EID. Our column name is ID, not EID. That's why it was not giving. So remove E, click on go. Make sure you are using the correct E column names. Click on the get salary, giving the input 1, right? And you can see it says 3000. Variable salary is 3000. Fine. If you look at the database table, employee ID 1 is having salary 3000. Similar way, we can get the salary of the second employee, which is Mary KP. Click on the get salary, execute the method, give the input employee ID and click on go. In output you will get the salary, which is 6000. Now this thing we want to do with the help of code, and if you want to do it from the help of code, actually what you want is you want to call a stored procedure. If we are working on the stored procedure, right, you have to call method using callable statement interface. Fine. So you can see here we have created a project callable statement, and from here we will call a method. So let me use magnifier so that you can have the clear-cut view of what is going on. So to create this application, we have to follow the 5 JDBC step. I have import buffer reader and input stream reader. I import java.sql.star. Fine. I've created a main class which says callable statement. I'm so sorry, guys. My system was crashed, and that's why it is taking a bit time. Meanwhile, are you doing this parallelly? Have you created the stored procedure? Anyone? Have you created the stored procedure? We'll see the code later.
Ma'am,
Yes?
I can't, the XAMPP server isn't working with me. Like, I can't open the localhost.
What about others? Guys, I said you already, these are the prerequisite. You need XAMPP and MySQL to run this.
Ma'am, we have XAMPP, but it's just isn't opening. Like, the
Share
site
your
is.
screen. Yeah. Rahil, you are using laptop. You can share your
Yeah,
screen.
I just, yeah, I found one. Yeah, is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah, Rahil, it's visible.
Look,
Create a
ma'am, is
desktop application file, new project. Uh, just a second. Yeah. First, Rahil, you need to start Apache also. Start Apache. Not that one. Not one second. One second. FileZilla we don't want. Only Apache and MySQL. Now click on the admin button of MySQL. Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Fine. Now do one thing. I'll instruct you. Be there. Be there. Create a database. So click on the databases. Yeah. Give it name MU. Not there. Up in the text box. MU. Click on create. It will create the database.
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now
Then,
how to create the table? Create table. Employee. Give 3 columns. Number of column 3. Click on go. Yeah. Now write down there EID. Employee ID. You can write EID. Okay. You can go with the next. Write down E name. Give it
salary.
like varchar. Yeah. Varchar
Okay.
and give
Yeah.
length 20. With the varchar and the text type of value, we need to give the length.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Get it, ma'am.
Okay. Now do one thing. Give salary. Give it as a double. Double. Yeah. Click on save. It will create the button. It will create the table.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now insert the records.
Sure.
Go and click up. Up. You see there's insert button. Up. 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 Top line you see.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Click on insert. Now give the value employee ID 1, not the function, directly to the value. Last portion. Up. Up.
Here, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
1. Write down 1. Write your name there. Second text box. Then go to the second down portion. Give the name.
Ma'am, the ID also.
ID and then name. Yeah. And give the salary.
Salary.
Yeah. Click on save.
Yes.
Or go
We can.
button. Sorry. Go button. Click on the go button. It will say insert 2 records.
Yeah, I did.
Then
Yeah.
click on browse up top button and you will see the records. Can you see
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Now we have to create the store procedure. So for that you have to go to your database. Right now you are inside table. So click up in the MU. Click up in MU. Yeah. Now see top part. You are having an option called routines. Up. Routine.
Yes.
Now add a new routine. Student notes are there.
It's a
Lab
procedure.
editor. Yeah, it's a procedure. So say get salary. Procedure name. हमारा laptop में करती otherwise get salary. Okay, now we will give the input variable. Write down where underscore id underscore id. Okay, add parameter one more type. It is integer type by default, right? Now click on the add parameter, select out, where we are selecting the output variable, where salary. Salary is of double type. Okay. Now write the body. Write down inside the main box. Begin.
Okay.
Begin. Yeah. And end. End. In between you have to write. Yeah. Select salary. It will be given into. So write down into. Right? Where underscore salary. That's fine. That's fine. Where underscore salary. You are giving it under in the variable where underscore salary. Okay. From, write down complete query. This is just selected column from the table. So you have to write from employee. From employee.
Employee table. Yeah.
Yeah. And then give where condition. Space. Where. EID is equal to where underscore EID. Variable coming from EID equal to where EID equal to
Equal to
where
1.
underscore variable ID, not one. We are taking value from the user side. That's why we have a procedure. Remove one. You have to write the name of input variable, and your input variable is var underscore ID, where ID.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what is the data type in that out column?
Out, we are taking salary. So whatever the column type of salary column, that you have to take as a type, data type
Okay.
of the out
Okay,
variable.
ma'am. Okay,
Rahil, you see the second variable. The name is where underscore salary. So that
Yeah,
you have to
ma'am.
write. Sorry, where underscore ID, input variable.
Yeah, it's where EID is equal to.
Yeah, EID is equal to where underscore ID. Now click on go. It will create the stored procedure. Now it has created, you see. Click on the execute. Give 1. It will give you the salary of Rahil. Employee name Rahil, ID 1. Click on go. It will give you in output the salary column.
Yes, sir.
Click on clicked on go.
Yeah, ma'am. Look here.
Yeah. Getting? Now you can execute second time. Give 2 this time. It will give you the salary of the employee which you named as Mehta.
Yeah,
Can you
it
see?
did.
Yeah. Now, Rahil, you have to write a code. Now, you want to call this store procedure from your Java program. Everybody focus here. We are on to the new discussion. What we want to do is,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am, what we have to write in that? Can you paste that code because I was
Body
little
of the
bit.
body of the procedure you are asking. Rahil,
No, ma'am. I
go
have
to
done
your
till add routine, but in that routine, what we have to write that?
Rahil, go to your code database. Click on edit, get salary. Click on edit. Yeah, see here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
First, we have to write the name, get underscore salary. Then select the type.
Can you paste?
Please mute yourself. I'll guide you properly. I'm getting a disturbance. Okay. Select the type of procedure. Give in and out variable. Give the name. In variable we gave where underscore ID. Out variable we gave where underscore salary. Rahil, copy the 3 line of the body and paste it in meeting chat. In between the begin and end, you have to write the select query. Okay, got it? The girl who was having the question, got it? Okay, Palak. So you have to click on go, Palak, and it will create the procedure. Okay? Make sure you are using the correct columns. Try to execute
Yes,
it
ma'am.
from
I
there.
got.
Now, Rahil, go to your NetBeans. Minimize this. We will go to the NetBeans.
Okay, just hold on a second, ma'am. Just a second.
Yeah. Now to call this procedure, we need to write a Java application. So we'll write a main program. We'll write a Java program to do so.
Ma'am, I'm getting. Let me just reconnect again.
Okay. I mean, you are fine. Why you are just, I mean, okay, you would have shared a single screen or what? So Rahil has left due to some problem. Okay, meanwhile, other students, you have to create the procedures. Have you created? Have you created the procedures? Yes or no? Okay, Palak has created. What about others? What about other students? Palak, you have NetBeans with you? Palak, you have NetBeans with you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
You
ma'am.
share your screen. I'll guide you how to write that. Okay, I got the Rahil screen. It's okay, Palak. You follow the
Okay, ma'am.
steps. Rahil,
Yes,
go to
ma'am.
NetBeans. Okay, now we have to create a project. Everybody will create a project, or you can write a simple Java program. Okay, I'll make you to do it with a simple one. So write down import java.util.scanner where S is capital. Remove buffer reader and input stream reader. We don't need it. We'll go with the scanner as you are comfortable with that. અહીંયા કર, અહીંયા. મારું પણ open નથી. Import java.sql.star and you have to write import java.util.scanner. Util.scanner. S capital. Scanner S is capital. Okay. Now we'll go to the main program and we'll write public static void main string args throws exception. Throws exception. Exception E would be capital. Okay. Throws exception. Now we need to write 5 steps of JDBC connectivity. Fine. Step number 1 is to load the driver. Okay. Comment it there, Rahil. Write down over there. Comment and write down. Load the driver. How we will load the driver? Step number 1. How will load the driver? What we have to use?
Ma'am, we can use the connection call. On.
That is second step. First step is class.forename. C capital.
Yes, yes, yes.
Class C capital. Class dot forename. Everybody, I hope you have created the project. Right? We have created the project. And after project creation, what you have to do is you have to write down. You have to create a simple project this time because we are working with desktop based application. Okay. So once you are done, create a class and inside that give a main method. Give a main method. Okay. And inside the main method, we are writing the 5 steps of JDBC. From that, step number 1. Step number 1 is to create to load the driver. So we will write over there class.forename and inside the class.forename we have to write com dot mysql dot આ ઇન્સ્ટોલ કરવાનું છે, આ રન કરવાનું છે, તો રન તો કરવાનો જ નથી. દર વખતે આ પ્રોબ્લેમ થાય છે. Okay, MySQL M will be small. Only driver D is capital, class dot forename C and name and capital. Okay. Now we'll go to the step number 2. We'll go to the step number 2. We'll say connection C capital, connection con equal to driver manager. Over here D is capital. Driver manager dot get connection. The first argument is a string argument. In double quote you have to write. In double quote you will be writing the URL JDBC colon MySQL colon // inside the double quote only. Rahil, you did double quote after L. Remove it and take it to
Okay.
class. Yeah. Localhost colon port number. Localhost colon port number you can see in Xan. See the MySQL is running on
3306.
Yeah, so write down 3306/mu. Which is your database name? MU is your database.
It's
That's case
small.
insensitive. Case insensitive. You can write capital or small, doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
Important comma. Username is root, ROOT, comma, third argument, a double quote. Right enough as a null string. Okay.
Yes.
Write down the step number 3. Step number 3 is to create the statement.
Scanner.
Yeah. In a comment you can write step number 3, create statement. This time we want to call a callable statement, right? So to call a callable statement, you have a method, right? You have to go and write the code, which is con dot.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, step 2 is to create the connection. Con dot prepare call. C is small. Con C is small. Only con object name we will write. Con dot prepare call.
Con dot prepare call, ma'am, or statement.
Yeah. Prepare call, not statement. This time we are going to use callable statement. So we need prepare C capital, prepare call.
Call. Okay.
Okay. Double quote, you have to do curly braces. Inside the double quote, curly braces. It's right only. Double quote, then curly braces, start and end. Start and end. हाँ, processor में call करना है. એટલે curly braces करो. And not start. You have to write the keyword call.
Ma'am, I'm not getting your voice.
Write down call. 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 In the curly braces. Yeah. After L, write down the procedure name. Get underscore salary. That's your procedure name, right?
Yeah.
Which has 2 parameter. So you have to give 2 arguments as a question mark placeholder. So check out the code in the chat. Check out the code in the chat. What you have to write is callable statement object CS is equal to connection dot prepare call. You are writing call salary. procedure name is whatever you have created. Okay, fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Callable
Yeah.
statement. So it's a okay syntax, ma'am. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's a syntax. Call is the keyword, then get underscore
Get
salary is
salary.
the
And we have the two conditions.
two parameter, that is in and out. So first
Yes.
input parameter, you have to ask which employee salary you want. So we'll take the input from the keyboard. So we will write down there system.out.println as capital. Yeah, not exception. System.out.println, enter employee ID, print PR, yeah, double quote, enter employee ID. We will set it there. Then write down next scanner SC is equal to new scanner system dot space new scanner S capital system dot in parentheses you have to write as an argument. Okay. Now we'll write integer ID is equal to sc dot next int. Okay, and then we will write
Ma'am, EID or just ID?
anything. This is just a local variable.
Okay.
This is just a local variable. Prashant bhai. અહીંયા આવશે. Okay, now whatever is there, you have entered from the keyboard is in the local variable. Is it in the local variable? So what you need to do is, you have to set it inside your callable statement. You can write callable statement object CS, which you created previously. No, you can write the object name CS. See, in line number 11, you created the object, right? CS.
Yeah. Okay.
Dot set int. Set I capital, right? The first question mark is our input variable. You see your stored procedure, go to your database. Go to your database. Click on edit. Can you see? First parameter is input parameter. So that we have taken inside the local variable ID. We are setting it here. Okay. Go to the code. So we'll say 1 comma. No. We have to just write 1 comma ID. So this will set inside the CS object. Highlight the line 11. You see get salary is call over there. So there we have two question marks. So from that first question mark, we are setting this local variable.
We're setting first ID.
Yes. Local variable ID in the first question mark. It will replace it there.
Yes.
Okay. Now go to the next line. Okay, and you have to set the out variable. So we'll say CS dot register
Out parameter.
out parameter. Yeah. We'll say 1. For the second question mark, the second question mark is out variable, right? So second, for that we'll write 2 comma. We have to write 2 comma because your second parameter is the out parameter. CS dot
2 comma ID.
CS dot. Okay. Here we'll write 2 comma. No, we have to write which SQL type you are going to set. So you have to write java.sql dot. Java.sql dot types. We are talking about the T capital types. TYPS types dot double D capital. or you can write dot. Yeah, fine. Double register output parameter. Okay, Peter. Why it is not showing you? You have to write double. Yeah, fine, fine. Double in capital.
Yeah, it's all capital.
Gamma data square dot types p capital types p capital. Okay, now what you have to do is, now you see you have set the second question mark also, and then input and output parameters are given. Okay, now you have to execute it. So you will write cs dot execute. It will execute the method cs dot execute. Now whatever we have executed, it is in the second argument. So that value we want to print. So we'll write system dot out dot println salary of employee. Where is it right now? In the second question mark, right? It is in the second question mark. So outside with plus we'll write cs dot get double. It is double type because it's a salary. Get double B capital. cs dot get double. There we'll write 2. Okay. And final step connection dot close and then execute the program here. Con dot close.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am.
Run the program and show me the output.
Yeah, ma'am.
So I hope everybody is clear what we have done. Yes or no? Agree? Now, Palak, are you done?
No, ma'am, it's
Rahil,
not working. I've written exactly same code, still it's, I'm getting.
what you are getting?
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, go
Ma'am,
ahead. Share your
actually, in
screen.
all the. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Ma'am, in all the programs, I'm getting this.
Okay, let me check the program from the first. Import, write down import up. Java.util, you have to write import. Okay. Now, system S is capital. Line number 30.
System, yes,
Remove
ma'am,
the
S
space.
capital.
Scanner. Inside the argument. Read the
Ma'am,
entire
in
line.
which
You are
one?
seeing the red line.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, yes.
In red line, just make it like S capital. Remove the space between R and method argument, and that space should not be there. Remove. Yeah. Now clean and build. Show. Click on the output. First, have you installed the library? Palak.
Yes,
Postgres.
ma'am.
We don't need Postgres. You have by mistake added Postgres library. Can you see there? Everywhere you
Yes,
have done
ma'am.
that. Remove it. Right click and remove. Not there. First right click there and remove. It's not allowing you to remove.
No, ma'am.
Not there. Palak, listen carefully. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No worries. Go to the library. Click there. Click on the library folder. Right click. Add library. Add MySQL. Type MySQL. Type it. MySQL. I guess you don't have it.
Yes, ma'am.
It should be there as a. Okay, do one thing. Go to Google.
Yes, ma'am.
Type download MySQL connector jar. Download MySQL connector jar. MySQL
Connector.
JDBC.
Your voice is lagging.
MySQL JDBC connector jar. Yeah, can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Go to the website. Not there. Go to the Java site Java 2S. Not connect J. First, listen carefully. Yeah,
Ma'am, your
this
voice
one.
is lagging. I'm not getting.
Select bin.jar option down.
This one.
Yes. Print and press enter. Go to the java2s.com. Can you see that? Java2s.com. The fourth link. Yeah.
Fourth link.
Yeah. Click on. Yeah. Click the link. Up. Link is there. 80. Yeah. Download it. Open the folder.
Should I open?
Open folder. Extract 2. Up extract 2. Up, you see, option is the extract 2. Up,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
there. Yeah, desktop you can put it. Put on desktop.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, click OK. Now you see your desktop. You will have that jar. See your desktop. Can you see? Now this you have to add in your project. So go to your NetBeans. Right click on library. Add jar. Third option. Yeah. Select desktop.
Should I click on open?
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm not getting your voice.
Yes, click on open.
Okay.
Do clean and build. Hammer and build. Clean and build. Up.
Build successful.
Now you can run the program.
Yes, ma'am.
Enter employee ID. Show me your number to out parameter. Show me your database. Go to the structure. You have taken salary in integer, so you need to change it. Go to your code. Go to your
Ma'am,
NetBeans.
here
Go to
when you were
NetBeans.
telling. Okay, ma'am.
Go to NetBeans. See the line number 33. Instead of double, you write integer. And instead of line 35, get double, you write down get int. It should be same as your data type. That's it. Clean and build. Store procedure normal. Secret key. तो પછી नोट बना શું કહે છે error could not find the class store procedure 1.
I'm still getting that same error. Ma'am, I think here I made mistake.
No, that's fine. If you are
Here,
giving the
where the
integer,
address-
listen, Palak.
Ma'am, yes. Ma'am, I'm not getting your voice clearly.
Are you getting my voice now, Palak?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. You're
Okay. Now show me the code. At times it's possible that we have used integer instead of double. You mute yourself, otherwise it will disturb other also. You mute yourself and listen to me carefully. Mute yourself. Okay. Now it says error. It says the error is at exception in main thread java.sql exception. Number 2 is not out parameter. Second parameter you have not set as an out parameter. So let me check your database. Go to your database. Go to the procedures. Procedures, left hand side. Can you see the procedures? Left hand side. Your left hand side. Yeah, procedures. Click on edit. Click on edit. Check the parameters. Out, salary, here you have taken double. Take integer because your data column is integer. So you should not get double. Take integer. Yeah. Click on go. Go to your program. Clean and build. Run it. Show me the table again with data. Table with data you show me. Click on browse of employee. Where is your employee table? Yeah, browse it. Browse employee table. Click on browse. You have employed ID 1 and 2. Why you are giving 1, 2, 3? Why you are giving 1, 2, 3? You can give either 1 or 2. Run it again. Run the program again. This time give the input 1. Everybody try to understand what you are running. You are giving the ID which is not existing. Then how it will give you the output? Give 1. Press enter. Now what it says? Read the exception. Read it properly. Maximize the screen. Your right hand side, 2 small squares are given in the error window. Right hand side, nano scroller chain upar. Maximize it. Maximize it. Beta maximize karo hai na. Click on the output. Good. Bus. Let me read. It says exception in main thread java.sql parameter 2 is not an out parameter. It's not an out parameter. SQL error. Show me the database. Database batao. Stored procedure batao. Stored procedures. Go to the procedures. Edit. Second is out only. You have returned into where 1 second. Where salary. Check on the name. Click on the name out. અહીંથી રન થાય છે પલક અહીંથી રન થાય છે out parameter. Execute here. Click on execute. એની બાજુમાં જો એડિટની બાજુમાં એક્ઝિક્યુટ પર લિંક છે નીચે બેટા નીચે give 1. Click on go. Yeah, it's working fine. Then you have to check out the line where you are setting the out parameter. So go to the call first. Go to the code. Call get underscore salary. What do you have written? You have written space, so it is not finding it. Line number 28. Call underscore salary. line number 28, call get underscore salary. Why you have given space? There's underscore in your procedure name. Clean and build and run it. That's why it was not finding. Give 1. Getting? Run it again, give 2. Fine? So that's it. Anyone else facing any problem?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Anyone else facing any problem? So this was your practical 4, which was about callable statement. Now, we are moving to the next discussion, which is about you can see study material, and over here AJPMU. I have to discuss the next definition with you. This was your practical 4. I hope everybody in the class has done it. Now we are running the next. We are trying to discuss the next practical, which is about creating a transaction. Right? So look at the practical number 7, which says design a JDBC application which will demonstrate the transaction management functionality. Now, transaction means you are making something called all the steps to be working together, either all or none. That's what transaction means, right? So there could be certain programs where we want to implement everything, all the steps together, otherwise not. And we have given an example that if we have account A and if we have account B, account A and account B can work together, right? If we are transferring $50 from account A to account B, right? In that case, there should be the consistency, atomicity, integrity, and the final one, and the durability. This acid property should be maintained, right? So to do so, we have a transaction management program. I'm going to discuss it. Just give me a second. I'm going to share the code soon. Now what I want to do is I want to create a customer table. Everybody create this. Go to your MySQL. Everyone, go to your MySQL. Inside the MU database, create this. Go to the SQL. You have to go to the SQL tab and create this table. We are creating a table in MU database. Go to your MU database. Then click on the option SQL. Click on the option SQL and there create this table. Create customer. You can copy this query entirely. Select this chart, copy this and paste it inside the SQL tab. So you have to go to your WAMP or XAMPP. Is anyone done? You can share the screen. I'll guide you.
Practical 5,
This is practical 7.
7, 4 plus 7.
Practical 7 we are discussing right now. Okay, Rahil, go to your database. Okay, so everybody, we have to go here in the database and then click on the SQL tab, right? And click on Go. So it will create this table. Okay, be there, Rahil. And once the table is created, click on Go. Click on Go. Once it is created, you can insert the record. I guess it is created. Yeah, it's that already created.
Yeah, I created it. Yeah.
Okay, now insert the query. Can you see this insert query? Okay, we're inserting the record in the table. So we are going to insert 2 records. You can take it from the chat box. Click on Go. Click on Go.
I should change the names or what, ma'am?
Nothing, just click on Go.
Okay.
Then insert the second query. Go to SQL. Yeah, you can take it from chat and insert the second record. Only the second query. First you have already added. Second query.
Done, ma'am.
Click on browse. Click on the customer table. Click on the customer table. This is the customer or of a bank. We have 2 customer ID, customer ID 1 and customer ID 2. Create a database. Create a new. Create a customer. Get an ID. Meeting master. Right, customer ID 1. Customer ID 1, which is for Taru Bloch, right? The name is Taru, having the balance. So you can see here, balance is 10,000. We have account B for customer Mary, having the balance 2,000. Now we want to transfer money from account A to account B, and we know that it's a transaction. Yes or no? It's a transaction. Fine. Look at my screen. Rahil, for a while, stop your screen. For a while. What you want to do is, you want to transfer money from account A to account B, right? So to transfer the account, first we will ask the user, enter account number, right? And user will enter A. Then we'll say enter the another account number where we want to transfer the money, right? So this is your destination account, right? Destination account would be account B, fine? And then we will ask enter amount to be transferred. Right now 10,000 is the balance in account A. So if I say 1,000 rupees transfer to account B, it means that it will minus the 1,000 rupees from account A. So we are going to do this, right? And then it will update the account with the new balance, right? With new balance. And it will select or read the account B existing balance, and to the existing balance it will add the 1,000 rupees, and finally it will update the account B, right? Update the account B. Up till now it is clear. Up till now it is clear. Fine. This is what we have to do. So when you are going to do this, either all or none has to be done. Either once you transfer the, once you deduct the money, right? At that time, you have to you have to compulsorily add it to other account. If transaction or if system fails, suppose you have done the deduction from account A, and then somehow system fails to give it to account B. In that case, this thing has to be undone. We call it as a rollback. Fine. So rollback is possible when you are setting the auto commit false. It will not save the record until we write the commit command. Fine. Commit command is to save the record. So we have commit method over here, which is there in your connection class. So we can say connection.commit. Now when we will commit, when we'll save the details, once all the steps are done, unless that we are not going to do it. So when we'll start the transaction, we'll say connection dot set auto commit false. Set auto commit false. It means that it is not going to save anything automatically. When we will save it, when we'll perform all these steps, at that time only we are going to save. Fine. So transaction is a state collection of statement, probably the DML statement, right? And we are going to commit when all the queries are executed. Fine. So for that, for the current connection object, we'll make the auto commit false. Fine. So if you have created the table and inserted the record, I suggest everyone go to your file and create a class, money transfer, or you can say practical 7, practical 2_7, whatever name you want to give. Someone share your screen, I'll guide you. Someone share your screen, I will guide you. Okay, Rahil Mehta, I'm getting your screen.
Yeah, ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay.
Rahil, in the same project, you can create one more program. Yeah, practical.
did,
Write
ma'am.
down import java.util.scanner, import java.util.sql.star. Copy that from other program. Inside main method, so you need a main method also now. Now go to that program again, take a main method as well, first 2 steps. Up till scanner you can take. Up till connection, it's fine. Up till connection you can take. First 2 lines of main method. Yeah. Everyone do this. Take the first 2 lines. Now, what you have to do is, you have to make this connection auto commit false. So we'll write down connection dot con dot auto commit auto. Yeah. Write down in argument false.
Get auto commit, right?
Directly, no double quote. It is not a string, it's a Boolean argument. Directly write down false.
Next topic,
شغال مع هذا خلاص.
Right? Done? Okay, now Rahil, go to your code, press enter and write down system.out.println and enter your account number. And we will scan this. Okay, we'll scan this. So write scanner SC is equal to new scanner. System.in S capital. Okay, semicolon. You can check the chat. We are taking a string amount, string account. Check the chat. We are taking the string input. Account number is in character, right? That's how we have saved it. So that's why we'll take a string account 1 se.next. We are asking enter amount to be transferred, that we are taking an integer transfer. Okay. Now you have to scan the third party number, the third account, where second account where you want to transfer the money. Okay. Okay. So for that we will write.
Okay.
Everybody go to the chat and just check out where we are writing. System.out.println, enter third party number. Rahil, you can check the chat. Right, enter third party number and you are asking the account to. Now, you have all the basic input which is required. Okay, now what is this transaction? Transaction is first we have to read the amount in account A. Amount in account A. So for that we need a select query with a prepared statement. Okay, so we are going to take the select query and we are going to write the entire code to run it. Check the chat. What we will do is just a second. I guess
Umbrella connection.
yeah. Can you see that?
No, ma'am. Yeah, it came.
String SQL1 equal to string. No, not that one. String SQL1 is equal to. We are writing select star from customer where account is equal to press and enter after line 18. You are selecting the balance, right? So you have created a prepared statement. You are setting the account 1. You are executing it, and now you need rs1.next. So you are getting the first amount in that. Okay. Now, whatever is in the rs, that is the balance of account A. Fine. So balance of account A, you are reading inside an integer variable. Okay. So you have to take it in integer variable. Check the chat. You will say integer balance of A is equal to rs1 dot balance. Press one more enter so that it will not look together. Getting balance of account A you are taking in local variable rs1 dot get int. Balance column you are reading and you are printing balance before transfer. And then you are saying balance 1, right? Balance 1 is equal to balance minus transfer. It is already written. Why you are writing balance?
I just like things in capital.
Okay. It is fine. It's written already in small letters. It's okay. Don't do that. Others will get confused. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
I just like in capital. That's why, ma'am.
Okay. Now we have balance. What we have to do? The balance is updated in local variable, but we need to update in the final account, right? So we need an update query. Fine. We need an update query. Check out everybody. We will take a second query. We'll transfer we'll write the second query for account A. We'll say string SQL2.
No, usually
Root બધે root જ હોય. No password.
password નહીં.
એટલે બે ડબલ કોટ આવે કેમ કે થર્ડ આર્ગ્યુમેન્ટ એટલે
ખાલી that.
you can check the code in Rahil in the chat because it's a long code.
Colorable statement.
Now we are updating the account A with the new balance. What is new balance? New balance is balance equal to balance minus transfer, whatever you have transferred. And now we are updating it in the database. So we have taken a prepare statement for the second query. Prepare statement PS2 is equal to connection dot prepare statement. Fine. So this will give you the second amount. Now same thing we have to do for account B, but instead of balance is equal to balance minus transfer, we will do balance is equal to balance plus transfer. Fine. So I'm giving you the entire code now, and at last we have to say commit and close. So everybody take this entire code. Now it is exactly same. So you're taking from integer SQL, string SQL 3. No સમજાણ.
થોડું સમજાવો ને, આગળ શું કરવાનું હવે? ખાલી આગળ શું કરવાનું એ સમજાવી દો ને.
એક જ મિનિટ. Okay, now I'm giving you the Rust code.
دقيقة جاي بس أنا شغال محاضرة.
Sorry?
No, sorry, ma'am. My grandmother just called me.
Can you see that in the code chat? જો શું કર્યું આ કનેક્શન કર્યું ડેટાબેઝ અને સ્કેન કર્યું હવે તો યુઝર ને કે અકાઉન્ટ એ નાખો પછી કીધું કે ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન કેટલી અમાઉન્ટ જોશે આ થર્ડ પાર્ટી મને હવે ત્યાં શું કરવાનું આને સિલેક્ટ કરવાનું અકાઉન્ટ એનું બેલેન્સ ટ્રાન્સફર કરવા માટે પહેલા વાંચવું પડે
એના માટે પછી પ્રોસિજર બનાવવાનું.
પ્રોસીજર નહીં સ્ટેટમેન્ટ પ્રિપેર સ્ટેટમેન્ટ બનાવશું ને
હા, એ આપણે લાસ્ટ ક્લાસમાં
હા
કર્યું.
હા સિલેક્ટ અકાઉન્ટ કસ્ટમર વેર અકાઉન્ટ નંબર ઇઝ ઇક્વલ ટુ A બરાબર પછી એનું બેલેન્સ લેવાનું પછી એને એરિથમેટિક એક્સપ્રેશન મૂકવાનું બેલેન્સ ઇક્વલ ટુ બેલેન્સ માઇનસ ટ્રાન્સફર અમાઉન્ટ
હા, આ જવાના એમના.
હા
અને પછી
પછી અપડેટ કરવાનું
Update
અકાઉન્ટ ક્વેરીથી
ઓહો.
સ્ટેટમેન્ટ છે જો સ્ટેટમેન્ટ
મેમ, તમે આપણા
Rahil,
ક્લાસમાં-
share your screen. Let me check.
Ma'am, just excuse me for a second, ma'am, please.
Yeah. Anyone else is doing? Are you doing that, Palak?
Yes, ma'am.
You can share your screen quickly so that we can, because we are running out of time. In starting, you people have wasted a lot of time.
Ma'am, only in this statement there is some error. Rest everything is correct.
Ma'am, there will be set auto commit.
Sorry?
There will be set auto commit.
Set auto commit. Yeah. Clean and build. Oh, Palak, you are having some issue.
Yes, ma'am. Here also I guess I have to add that library.
Yeah, library you need to add everything to the library folder. Library folder.
prepare statement કરવાનું.
I am join. 4 query execute કરવી પડશે. તે આટલું કર્યું.
Ma'am, what's the account number over there?
Account number is A. You can see there. Yeah. Transfer money 1000. Okay, account. Can you see everyone? You have to refresh the table. Go to the database. Browse again. Go to your database, MySQL database. Refresh it. Click on the browse again, it will refresh the page. Click on the browse. After transfer, it is 9,000. Fine?
Yes,
That's it.
ma'am.
Practical number 7. You can read this program because we have done it little bit fast. So everyone try to check this program. And if you are facing any issue, next lab we can discuss it. Right? Next time we can discuss it. That's it for today. Quickly, I'll take the attendance and then we can disperse. I suggest be fast in giving response so that we can done things in a more better way. You are taking lots of time just to tell whether you have done the previous work or not. Fine? So don't do that. Present number quickly.
Ma'am, roll number 1.
2, 4,
5,
8,
13,
Anyone?
14,
પણ અત્યારે મારી